Today is Lindsey Appreciation Day. Every day on June 6th.
Oh, is that what we're going to do now?
Yeah.
That's nice of you. Thank you.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's only 2 months and 2 days until her birthday. And that's the way we roll around here.
That's something.
So in a moment, good morning to our intern as well, Colton. Hi.
Good morning.
Hi,
good morning.
Colton.
In a moment, we're going to ask Colton what he thinks about Lindsey. Dawn texted in and said, Lindsey is a doll. So that's fun.
That's nice.
Let's see. Somebody else says, I love her stories about Ruby, her 2-year-old daughter,
Yeah.
and her laugh. Now, I was just going to ask you to show your laugh, but you just did it.
Yeah.
Both of those always give me a smile and a laugh, too.
Oh, that's really sweet.
My mom also sent a text because she's a big-time listener.
Yeah.
Lindsey's caring, creative, thoughtful, with a great sense of humor. She loves the Lord, loves people, and has a beautiful smile.
Oh,
Smile emoji.
I'm going to cry.
Matt from Leland, Illinois, texting us this morning, says, we love Lindsey's joyful spirit.
Oh, that's sweet, Matt. Thank you.
Somebody else says, I love her laugh. Now we're going to go over to our intern, Colton from Centralia, Illinois.
Oh, boy.
A big part of the morning show.
Yeah. Can I first just say this music? I mean,
I
come
like
on
this
now.
music. This is a good vibe. This is good.
All right, so if I had to describe Lindsey.
Yeah, describe her as if she wasn't your supervisor on the morning
Okay.
show.
Now be careful now.
I got it. Okay. I would say she's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. You just never know. That's my favorite thing about her is you never know what's coming
You
up
never
next.
know.
One day she's bringing in guacamole for avocado toast.
That was yesterday.
Right,
with a
yeah,
guest.
yesterday.
And the next time she's climbing into this huge golden backpack.
You never know.
You just never know.
Actually, literally both of those things
Literally,
happened yesterday.
yes.
Here, I want to lend my voice to this. In fact, I want to take my name off of today's show.
Oh, really?
We're just going to say today it's Lindsey on WBGL.
Okay.
So here's one of the many things I appreciate about Lindsey. She rolls with the punches.
Oh, yeah.
It would be frighteningly unpleasant for me to do a show with somebody who could not roll with punches. Like, what percentage of the things that I spring on you are planned? Like, almost none.
Like none. He's
And yet-
always like, I got a surprise for you, but I don't want to tell you until we go on air.
But she comes across, Colton, am I right, with such confidence,
Oh, yeah.
with such, like, but not just like, oh, it sounds like she says something meaningful
Right.
that could, like, change your day. Lindsey, how do you do that?
Well, I mean, I feel like if you're going to do this, or life in general,
Yeah.
you should probably be a go with the flow person.
Okay.
You know what I read yesterday? So cool. Somebody said the words just float, which means, hey, just go with the flow. Don't get
Just float.
Just float. Don't get too worried, worked up about everything. They said not every pebble is a boulder.
Wow.
Not every little thing that happens is like this huge life-altering, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die moment. It's just like, just chill.
Like, okay, so what I'm trying to say is just that question that I just asked her, how do you be so spontaneous? Her answer right there was spontaneous. And she gave 2 metaphors, and my day's better for it. Wow. So our guest yesterday, Jason Roy, who's the lead singer of Building 429, definitely no stranger. They've been on the Winter Jam tour a lot of times.
Yeah, lots of people were texting in like, oh my goodness, just saw them at Winter Jam, love them. I mean, they kind of like rock it out there at Winter Jam. And so it was really cool to have Jason. And then I always wonder, like, how do these people get started? You know, how did they get started into the music business? And, you know, what was it like to be a kid? When did they start? And so it was cool to hear from Jason on how he got started.
When I was a kid, my family kind of went through this kind of ugly divorce and things kind of fell apart around me. And I had this youth pastor in Northeast Texas that was kind enough to take me in, kind of, you know, and he took me to a concert to see a band called Third Day.
Right.
They were just coming out, and there at the Third Day concert, he pointed out Mac Powell, you know, and he said, I really believe that you're called to do that, kid. And,
Wow.
And I remember telling him, nobody cares what I think about this world. Nobody cares. People are laughing at me and my family right now. How
You're saying that to your youth pastor?
Yeah. How could I ever be used like that? And he said, he said, I believe with all my heart you're meant to take the hurt that you feel, write it into songs, and juxtapose it against the hope that you have in Jesus Christ. And then he drove me 30 miles down the road. He bought me my first electric guitar just as a kind gift. And he said, now you take this guitar and you go share your music with the world, because he knew I couldn't afford it. And because of him, now some 20 years, 25, a long time later.
Don't want to tell your age on air.
I'm still playing music and giving. We gave away a guitar every night to hopefully pay it forward the same way.
That was Jason Roy in our studio yesterday, the lead singer, Building 429. The same guitar that he was given, he taught his kids to play on guitar and stuff.
Just really sweet. I mean, think about that. Youth pastor, he probably spent, I don't know, how much is an electric guitar? 200, 400
whatever,
bucks.
yeah.
And just like that small impact, or that small thing, made such a huge, huge impact forever on Jason's life. So it was cool. We got to give away a guitar yesterday too, an electric guitar. Ended up giving it to a guy named Jackson. He's 14 years old. His parents just adopted him 2 years ago. He came from a very difficult situation. He lost his birth mom. And so he's just going through kind of a hard time, but he writes rap music.
Yes.
And his mom, Jen, is like, I'd really love to see how God's going to use his gifts to glorify Jesus. Kind of like Jason Roy just said, even through the heartache, even through the pain, channeling that into music and just glorifying God.